Hi everyone. Today we're going to discuss a very important topic: the upcoming US elections, potential candidates, and their potential impacts on world politics and economics. This topic concerns not just America, but the entire world. So, let's begin our in-depth analysis. First, let's examine the situation of current President Joe Biden. Biden didn't perform very impressively in his debate with Trump, and this has raised questions in many people's minds. Will Biden run again in the 2024 elections? For now, Biden has clearly stated his intention to run again in 2024. However, concerns about his recent performance and age have led to serious discussions among some Democrats. There are those who think another candidate should come forward instead of Biden. Despite this, Biden emphasizes that this decision belongs to him alone and states that he has no intention of withdrawing his candidacy. So, is it possible for the Democratic Party to change its candidate? How does this process work? The truth is, according to the current rules of the Democratic Party, the party has no authority to replace Biden unless he withdraws from the candidacy. In other words, Biden's candidacy depends entirely on his own will. If Biden withdraws from the candidacy, an open nomination process begins at the party convention. This process can be quite complex and exciting. Different candidates enter into fierce competition to win delegate votes. Delegates are determined as a result of primaries and party meetings in each state. Additionally, party elders known as superdelegates play an important role in this process. Superdelegates have the right to vote without being bound to any candidate and can sometimes determine the fate of the election. Now let's get to who's being mentioned as alternatives to Biden. The most prominent name is undoubtedly the current Vice President, Kamala Harris. Harris is seen as a strong candidate due to her familiarity with the Biden administration's policies and her current high-level position, but there are other potential candidates too. These include names like Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, California Governor Gavin Newsom, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, and Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg. Each has their own unique strengths. For example, Whitmer and Newsom have successful state management experience. Buttigieg, on the other hand, presents a young and dynamic profile. If Biden withdraws from the candidacy, we can say that Kamala Harris would be the most likely candidate as the current vice president. However, in politics, one must always be prepared for surprises. Internal party balances, public opinion polls, and the performance of candidates can affect this process. Now let's get to the possible effects of the election results. We'll examine three different scenarios in detail: Biden winning, Harris winning, and Trump winning. First, what happens if Biden wins? Biden's re-election generally means a continuation of current policies. In foreign policy, support for Ukraine will likely continue. This means continued tensions with Russia. NATO's stance against Russia may also remain tough. The current tense situation in US-China relations may also continue. The Biden administration will continue to pursue a strategic competition policy against China. This means that disagreements on issues such as technology transfer, trade imbalances, and human rights will continue. From an economic perspective, Biden's policies seem likely to continue focusing on sustainable energy and infrastructure investments. This could positively affect the shares of green energy and infrastructure companies. Additionally, Biden's tendency to increase social spending could stimulate consumer spending and thus the economy. However, it could put pressure on the cryptocurrency market. The Biden administration tends to regulate cryptocurrencies more strictly. According to a Standard Chartered report, this could cause the value of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to fall. What if Kamala Harris wins? If Harris wins, we can say that generally, an approach similar to Biden's policies will continue. However, Harris's own leadership style and priorities may bring some changes. In foreign policy, Harris will likely continue to strengthen relations with America's traditional allies. Her attitude towards Russia and China may be similar to Biden's, but perhaps with a tougher tone. Harris may place special importance on human rights issues, and this could affect relations with some countries. Economically, Harris's policies may be similar to Biden's. However, Harris might focus more on the technology sector and build closer relationships with Silicon Valley. This could positively affect tech stocks. In terms of crypto markets, Harris's stance may be similar to the Biden administration. That is, regulatory pressure may continue. However, given Harris's California background, she might be a bit more open to crypto innovation. Finally, what if Trump wins? Trump's re-election could lead to major changes in world politics and economics. Trump's foreign policy is generally characterized as unpredictable and turbulent. In terms of NATO and Russia-related policies, Trump's approach could create uncertainty. Trump has criticized NATO in the past and argued that allies should contribute more. This attitude could lead to tensions within NATO. At the same time, Trump's softer stance towards Russia could lead to a reduction in support for Ukraine. US-China relations are likely to become even more tense. The trade war Trump started in his first term could reignite. This could affect global supply chains and have negative impacts on the world economy. Could these developments threaten global stability? Does the probability of World War III increase? These questions are very serious and concerning. Trump's unpredictable foreign policy could increase international tensions. However, the likelihood of a scenario like World War III is still very low. This is because global economic dependencies and nuclear deterrence factors continue to deter major powers from direct conflict. From an economic perspective, Trump's policies are generally well received by the business world. Tax cuts and deregulation policies could stimulate economic growth in the short term and positively affect stock markets. However, there are concerns about the long-term effects and sustainability of these policies. In the cryptocurrency market, there could be big fluctuations if Trump is elected. Interestingly, some analysts suggest that if Trump wins, the value of Bitcoin could increase. For example, Jeffrey Kendrick, head of Forex and digital asset research at Standard Chartered, makes a very ambitious prediction. Kendrick says, if Trump wins the US election, I expect Bitcoin to reach $100,000 by the end of the year and then $150,000. The logic behind this prediction is the expectation that Trump might take a less regulatory and more supportive stance on cryptocurrencies. According to the same report, if Biden wins, Bitcoin could fall in the opposite direction. This is due to the Biden administration's more cautious and regulatory approach to cryptocurrencies. However, we need to be careful when evaluating these predictions. Cryptocurrency markets are highly volatile and are affected not only by political factors, but also by technological developments, global economic conditions, and investor behaviors. In conclusion, the upcoming US elections are of great importance not only for America but for the whole world. The election results can deeply affect world politics, the economy, and even cryptocurrency markets. Biden's candidacy, the internal dynamics of the Democratic Party, potential alternative candidates, and scenarios that could emerge if different candidates win are issues that need to be closely monitored in the coming period. However, we must remember that politics and economics are always full of uncertainties. These analyses and predictions are made in light of current information, and actual results may differ. Therefore, it's very important to closely follow developments in the coming months and constantly update our analyses in light of new information. What do you think about this topic? Which candidate do you think would be better for the world to win? Or perhaps you're hoping for a completely different candidate to emerge? I'm waiting for your comments below. Let's continue to discuss this complex and important topic. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also, you can turn on the notification bell to be informed about my new videos. See you in the next video. Goodbye.